Hi everyone, Brett Beck, Altitude Scale Modeling with another Sprue review. This time we're going to be looking at the brand new Royal Class Eduard Se.5a 148 dual combo. Being a Royal Class, it's going to have lots of special things in it. There are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 different schemes. Mostly green, but that one's either black or dark blue. And then there's a white one. You get a nice flask in there for your whiskey drinking. You get resin guns. I'm guessing those are the parts of resin flame dampers. Yep, says so right there. Plastic bark, photo etch, painting mask. Both engines, the Se.5a and the Se.5a engines. Cartograph decals. A vintage RFC style stainless steel whiskey flask. So, let's open her up. Ooh. Everything's in one bag. Resin parts, photo etch parts from their own bags. Decals. Instructions. Masking, more photo etch. So, looks like everything's put into one bag. Being World War I, it is a small craft. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sprues, 2 clear sprues. For his birthday, Ivan got this kit in the Propi-Pack edition and did a very nice review over on Northern Models channel that you can go look at. It's essentially the same kit. This one just has 2 of them and some other essentials. So, we're going to take a look at what comes with this one, and then go check out Ivan's. This looks like an ejection point, but it also looks like it could be a part, so we're going to save that. So, there's 2 aircraft with different engines. These sprues are identical, so we'll just look at one of them. I've never built the World War I kit, never reviewed a World War I kit. I have this, and I have the Eduard Dawn Patrol Ed Art kit, which has 2 different World War I. Sometime in 2018, Tim is going to be sponsoring a World War I biplane build to celebrate the 100 years of the ending of the war. So I got my kits ready. Looking at these parts, no ejector pin marks anywhere that could matter. No real sink marks. No burring on the parts. Very nicely done. As you can see, you've got stitching, you've got stretched fabric, you've got some little bit of riveting detail here. Top wing, bottom wing. This would be the bottom wing. I'm thinking, I could be wrong. World War I, wheels very basic. Probably solid rubber and a hub. Control surfaces, landing gear legs. Good parts, 2 of those. These look the same too, but it's supposed to have 2 different engines. Guess we're going to look at the instructions and figure that out. Actually, it looks like both engines. It looks like there's an engine block. There's an engine block. Looks like you get both engines on each sprue. If that's the case, you get 4 different engines. So there's this one. We're going to have to look at the instructions and see. But this has got the fuselage on it. And like I said, these are mirrored sprues, so we've only got to look at this one. These are the supports for the cockpit. Fuselage looks very nice stitching detail. Engine looks very good. Cylinder heads, blocks. We're the top of the engine because there's a prop connection right there. 4-bladed prop, 2-bladed prop. Cover for the cockpit. Gun covers. Radiators look very nice. All these tiny little parts that you're going to have to take your time cutting off so you don't break them or lose them. But very well molded. Here's one of the injected machine guns. Again, very nice detail across the top of it, and all the vent ports are in it. Ejector pin marks in the fuselage. There's one here which is probably going to be covered up. There's one here which will definitely be covered up, but none through here. No wood grain on the props. And I know you can get resin props. Here's another gun. It looks good as well. It's got the connection points right there. Instrument panel. And it looks like the instrument panel on this side is smooth, so you can put the photo etch on it. And it's got the gauge plates in the back, so you can add wiring to it. Very nicely done, but there are a lot of delicate little parts on this. This whole section right here. Very tiny, delicate parts. Patience is going to be required, and that doesn't even count the rigging. Clear parts, again, matching parts. Eduard clear parts are always really good, and there's not that many clear parts in World War I anyway. Flat side windows, front window. Looks like the gun sight. Guessing this is an antenna. Very nice. Quite good molded parts. So let's go to some resin. These are the resin flame dampeners. Nicely detailed. I'm not going to take them out because you can see the detail through there. Of course, 2 of those. And this resin here we are going to open up because there's a lot more in this bag. Remember, when you're using resin, you always want to use a mask or something. I cut it on a wet paper towel, and I cut it with a very fine saw or very fine sandpaper so I don't get any of the resin dust floating around as much as possible. So what we got here are a couple of highly detailed resin machine guns. There's 2 of those, and I'm guessing this is some of the cockpit detailing, or it could be some of the engine detailing. 2 of those. It looks like, I'm not sure what these are. I have to look at the instructions, but they're very detailed. I'd say they were hubs for the wheels, but we saw the wheels and they don't have hubs like this. And there's 4 of these. More delicate detail parts. 2 of these. And oh no, I got a broken gun. I have to give Eduard a ring. But there's this one. And this one that's broken. Call up Eduard, they're good at replacing their parts, since I'm not going to be building it for a little bit. And these are looking like gun sights or something. It looks like this one's broken off of there. Yeah, because there it is right there. So that's the resin parts. A couple of casualties in there. But we'll get a hold of Eduard and they'll take care of us. They always do. One thing Eduard does is have good customer service. Resin parts are more detailed, but they're also more delicate. That's why if you buy them separate, you get them in a nice box with foam in them. Alright, we have very nice interior photo etch. Some colored parts on there for gauges and dials and stuff. Supports, framing, seat belts. This side, more instrument detail, more seat belts, framing. Very nice, typical Eduard style. Looking good. Yeah, they're mirrored. Should have noticed that before. This photo etch has some seat belts. And I'm guessing either that's for the rigging or for something else. One of those. And mirrored of this one, which it says Eduard Resin, so it's going to go on the guns, gun sights, gun parts. And we have masking, which, you know, there's not much glass, so you can have, it's got wheels on there and it's got the glass parts on there. And what everybody really wants to see anyway, this. Oops. There it is. Nice, engraved. I do not know much about the RFC, so someone with more history will be able to tell you exactly what that means. I'm sure there's an article about it in here. This says it is stainless steel, 6 ounces. That's 3 shots in America. Nice secure lid, held on by, you know, like a normal flask. It's got a little cork thing inside to keep it, when you close it, to keep it sealed and keep it from leaking. I'll be breaking this out and using it eventually. Or I'll just put it on the shelf. Probably use it until I get the kits built, and then I'll put it on the shelf with the kits. Alright, decals. Nice resealed bag. And printed by Cartograph. What more do you need to say? Beautiful, maybe a little too glossy, but beautifully cut decals. On the register, not too thick, very nice. Instrument panel, if you don't want to use the photo etch. And let's head over to the instructions. Maybe. I know if I stick the flap to the table and fold it over, I won't have this problem. But where the fun would that be? Se.5 dual combo. Pause that if you want to read all about it in English. Sprue maps. Like 2 of each, 2 of each. The blue things you're not going to be using. 2 clear parts, mask, photo etch, photo etch, photo etch. Flame dampeners, guns. And color callouts in Mr. Color and Aqueous, as usual, for Eduard. Good peek at those. So we start with the cockpit. There's a surprise, huh? Cockpit goes together by these two panels. All sits in a nice little nest. And see, I was wrong. No, I was right. That's the bottom wing. And PE callouts. Red means you're going to have to cut off a part of something. It's got all the colors you want to use: wood brown, brass, dark iron. I like that. And here's a beautiful side view. Zoom in. To show where everything should be positioned when you get it together. Eduard's instructions are always really nice. More of the cockpit, photo etch for the instrument panel. Smooth it down, I was wrong. The side that's raised isn't for the backs of the instruments, it's for the front of the instruments if you choose to use the decals. And there's the decal call out. Fuselage halves together onto the bottom wing with the cockpit engine. The Woolsey Viper engine, Se.5a engine. So, it looks like the difference, here's where the prop attaches in this one. The heads go that way. This one has a different prop attachment and a different head. These parts are all the same. So there are 4 heads in there. Oh, I see. There's 2 halves to each. So you put them together, B2 and B6 go on this one, B71, B64 go on that one. See? You just need directions. Here's, if you're using the markings, A, B, C, D, J, K, L, M, E, F, G, H, I. So whichever marking you're using, you pick the engine. Markings for A and K only, you do this. It's nice they highlight these in color so you can see them and plan out. When you're doing the fuselage, you need to plan out A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M. So everyone except E has these things drilled out. So keep that in mind. There's the Resin guns. Tails on. Elevator. And again, different markings for which one you're going to do. Same over here. 3 different ones. You need to pay attention. Pick which one you're going to do first. You have 2 choices because you have 2 kits. Obviously, you're only have 2 engines, so you're doing 1 of each. Landing gear goes on, wing half goes on. There's a rigging guide in here. See, lots of options. You have to pay a lot of attention to that. Here's how this resin gun goes together. Actually, that's the kit gun. Or is it the resin gun? That's the kit gun. Different props, single ones or double ones, depending on which markings you're doing. Sorry, 2 or 4. Gun up here. We get into markings. I'm not going to read them all out, but this one's a darker green than that one. And these are both the same green. One's from France, one's from North France. France again. This one's Great Britain, this one's France. Let's see, I like the wheels on that one. I like the markings on that one. Yeah, the markings on that one are really cool. That's from Great Britain. Probably do that one. And I like the white one. It's Australian. Beginning of May 1927, Australian Air Force. This one's Great Britain. Where's that dark colored one? Oh, I like the markings on that one too. I'm guessing this means this is the dark one. Yep. It wasn't black or brown or dark blue, it was just darker green. So, there you go. You've seen the Royal Boxing sprue review of this kit. I think it's going to build up rather nicely. It'll be nice for my, probably be the first World War I that I build. I didn't see any rigging details in it, and I'm not sure how much rigging's on it. I'll have to look at a real picture. Because none of these show rigging. But up here it looks like rigging points. We'll have to look at it, figure it out. Some people don't even rig their ones. So, thanks for watching. Tune into the live show Tuesdays and Fridays on ISM Live at the Bench. And remember what I said? Ivan Northern Modeler did a review of the Profi Pack of this kit. Go check it out. And remember, don't be a kit collector, be a kit builder. Go start or finish a build today. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. See you soon.